So, Colonel, let's address the rumor mill right off the top. Are you resigning or are you stepping down?
No.
Okay.
I'm serving the mayor and the commissioner till they tell me otherwise.
We've heard your statement as to the explanation as to what happened Friday night. I think a lot of people want to know, how is it that a reporter can get tipped off and sit outside your house for 2 hours, and then the kids get kicked out, and you seemingly have no idea what's going on?
Wow. I don't know how a reporter gets tipped off. I made a judgment call to have a party for my daughter, friends and family barbecue, and let her invite friends afterward, and I chaperoned it.
So then how did the next step happen, where a mass of kids show up and you not know that they have booze while someone outside your house knows that?
You know, it's a good question. Kids came, the first hour or so of the party was beautiful. I was out front or in the kitchen greeting people. A lot of people were coming in on our side fence, but that was the way they were supposed to come in. And they came fast. All of a sudden, kids started showing up who were uninvited and were unexpected. And it went from a small crowd to a really big crowd quickly.
Do you in any way feel set up?
No. No.
Does it tell you at all that someone had called a reporter, tipped them off to this, that there might be some unhappy police officers working under you?
That's not how I think about it. I think about it as a parent who decided to have a party for her daughter. Excuse me. I think about it as a parent who decided to have a party and allow his daughter to celebrate for her graduation. Have a barbecue, and then host her friends afterward. And that I'd supervise it, and I'd chaperone it with my adult son, and that we'd be there the whole time.
You've acknowledged in that statement that underage drinking was going on at your house without your knowledge. As soon as you found out about it, you put an end to it, kicked everyone out. But you are the colonel of the Providence Police. Underage drinking is against the law. Was there any thought to, geez, maybe I should call the police here because the law's being broken?
You know, I made a judgment call. I found a cup, I smelled it, I poured it out, and I stopped the party there and then. And I told my daughter, this party's over. Let's go. I made the judgment call that the best thing to do was to stop this fast and disperse the crowd. And the crowd started to disperse fast.
Why did you let them leave with booze?
Some of them I couldn't keep up with. The ones I saw who ran with some booze on their shoulder, just people started moving quickly. I made a judgment call. Judgment call I made was, this party is over. One cup is enough to end the party.
Do you regret any of those judgment calls at all, now hindsight being 20/20?
You know, hindsight is always 20/20. But we made a decision that we're going to have a barbecue for family and friends, and that my daughter could host her friends afterward. And a lot of kids showed up after the first hour or so, unexpected and uninvited, and they came in a big crowd. As soon as I found my first cup, I said, that's it. This party is over. And I dispersed that crowd pretty fast. And that crowd dispersed pretty quickly. I couldn't catch up with all of them.
Back to the original question, do you have any second thoughts now that, as it's played out and has made such big headlines, any second thoughts?
You know, you always have second thoughts. You always have second thoughts, and I understand that. And I think about that. You know, wish it never happened. But I wanted to allow my daughter to have her celebration. And I thought the best way to do it was at my home, where I could keep her safe, chaperone it, be there, let her invite her friends. And that's how that party started. And then a lot of people showed up unexpected and uninvited in big crowds. And it became too crowded. And as soon as I found a cup, I stopped this party. I said, it's over.
When I asked you why'd you let them leave with booze, you said they ran and they left quickly. In your original statement, you said that you checked to make sure no one is under the influence. How would you know that if everyone took off so fast?
Because people were leaving in different directions, and I was stopping a lot of people and saying, let me look at you for a minute, let me check. Let's keep my eye on people. And I thought that by stopping it fast, I wanted to stop it before it got out of hand, before people drank too much, before it went on too long. So I thought the best decision was stop this now, close this party now. tell people to go on their way, and stop them at the door. Some kids ran before I could get down from the porch and chase them. Other kids I was talking to face to face. I was talking to a lot of kids, looking at them. One girl said, you know, my father's coming, but she's supposed to be coming later. I said, well, you wait with me and go into the kitchen and sit there and make yourself comfortable. I was really making decisions that the best thing to do here was to stop this party. Stop people from coming. Tell people it's time to leave. This party is over. The party that my daughter hoped to have was going to end now and end early.
You know, I asked you if you felt that maybe you'd been set up here. I wonder if the better question is, do you feel under siege at all?
You know, I don't. I feel that I got to be...
You think you're getting a fair shake in all this?
You know, my job is to be straightforward and to tell people what I did and what I know. My daughter was graduating. We had a family barbecue with friends that was wonderful to celebrate. She had asked if she could have friends over to host later. I said, absolutely. My house. I'll chaperone it. I'll be there. I'll stay out front. And you enjoy your graduation.
Colonel Alders, you've said that a few times, and I appreciate that. I'm just, I'm wondering, when it comes to you and not about your daughter, not about your daughter's party, is this at all making you less effective, all this stuff going on?
I hope that a conversation like this will bring back to focus the work that I need to do around here, which is to concentrate on the police department and the public safety. And the best way to do that is to answer questions and to talk.
This is the second time in 6 months that you've been under the commissioner's microscope. How is your relationship with him?
Relationship is good. I work for a person whose judgment I trust and who I believe in, both the mayor and the commissioner.
Has it been different for you, this new dynamic, having a boss?
Well, I've always had a boss.
Sure, but in the same building.
No. It always takes some getting used to. It's been a very comfortable transition, and I enjoy being part of the mayor's team and the commissioner's team.
But I know I'm running out of time, so I'm just going to wrap it up here. I do want to bring it back to your family for a minute. It's a proud day for your daughter graduating from LaSalle Academy. I wonder how she's taking all of this.
Hard. But, this was her celebration, and kids showed up who weren't invited. Kids showed up who brought a closing to this party. But I'm the father, and I'm responsible. And as soon as I found one cup, the party's over. People are going to leave. People are going to be not coming anymore to the door. The party is over. I saw it. I stopped it. That was my decision.
Do you know if she was drinking at all?
She told me no.
Is she being disciplined in any way, or do you feel like she was a victim as well, that people just showed up?
I feel, I know my daughter was disappointed and upset.